Everyone knows Sugar Sean O'Malley as the exhilarating styling and profiling mixed martial artist whose striking is some of the best in the UFC. But it wasn't always that way. In fact, those who know O'Malley well will tell you the violence of combat sports used to be too much for the future fighter to stomach.
And Daniel and Michael and I would sneak downstairs to had DVDs of old UFC fights because his mom despised the fact that we'd watch violence. So Michael and Daniel and I snuck downstairs, a big screen TV, watching these fights. Sean runs downstairs. He's wild and crazy. He's probably in his underwear, just being nuts. And he's like, what are you watching? And I said, UFC. And he's like, how do you watch that? That stuff's disgusting. Ran upstairs, dined me out. Wife came back down, made us turn it off, took my DVDs, and I'm like, Sean, and now he's #1 in the UFC. So.
But as he grew up, his interests began to change. Frustrated by high school, O'Malley needed direction. Enter Johnny Aho and Steven Jimenez, two former fighters and current coaches who took the young, energetic athlete under their wing at their gym, Team Proven Grounds.
I was familiar with Dan. Dan and I knew each other, and he came to me one day at practice and pulled me outside and said he had a son who was worried about he might be going down the wrong road, and he wanted to prevent that if possible. So he said, I'd like to put him in your hands, see what you can do. The next day he had brought Sean to practice, and I pulled Sean outside one-on-one and asked him really what his goals were, why he wanted to train. He said, just don't want to end up going down the wrong road, and I need focus in my life, I need discipline, and I'd like to learn to fight.
And thus, the fighting seed was planted, and away O'Malley went.
In the very beginning, he was kind of lazy and wanted to do everything his way. And like I said, he got beat up a lot. All the girls were tapping him out, choking him out. He got frustrated, you know, always going home bloody, always blood all over his face. It was shortly after that when he started to listen to us that he went leaps and bounds over everybody.
Eventually, O'Malley began to excel. And when the gym members would get together to watch UFC events, his coaches made sure to let O'Malley know of his potential.
You're better than half of the guys that are up there already fighting. You're going to be there one day, you know, just keep working hard. And we knew it. We knew he was going to be that special superstar, you know, in the works. It was just a matter of time, you know, before he was already getting there. So we knew he was always going to be there.
Yeah, fact.
O'Malley's work ethic was second to none, according to his coaches, both in training, but in the little details as well.
Yeah, he was the first in the gym, you know, getting there, cleaning up, you know, mats, sanitizing, getting everything ready, all laid out. And then he was the last one to leave, too, helping us get everything all put away nice and neat. I like to say he was probably one of the hardest working fighters I've ever had a chance to work with.
His smooth, unorthodox style soon took on a life of its own in his fights, and his coaches, rather than change it, let him run with it. With the team came traditions that suited and began O'Malley's style.
I used to paint his nails before every fight. We'd be in the hotel room. I'm on my hands and knees on the floor, and he's sitting back on the couch, and I'm painting his toenails hot pink. Because that really is the last thing you want to see before you get kicked in the face.
And then there's the history behind the nickname Sugar.
I watched him for a while, and yeah, he was just so sweet to watch. Sugar. It just had to be Sugar.
Christopher Smith was a longtime training partner of O'Malley's in Helena and a decorated fighter in his own right. Smith and O'Malley trained together for years, and as the bigger fighter, Smith often put in beatings on O'Malley. But even then, he saw what the up-and-coming fighter was capable of.
You know, I remember one distinct time in training, you know, and he was talking about, I'm going to be as good as you. And this is when he was less experienced, you know, and I was pretty experienced, and I said, no, you're going to be better. You know, and I knew that without a doubt that he was going to be much better and that he was going to be a champ, you know. I mean, look at him now, you know. He's doing it big, you know. He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do and then some.
Eventually, the day would come where O'Malley had to leave Montana to fully pursue fighting and find the high-level training he needed. While understandable, it was tough for the team to see him go.
That was one of the saddest days of my life, was to say goodbye to him, let him go. You know, I was more like his high school teacher. Now he's got to go see a professor in college. That was the next step in his evolution, and I knew it was going to have to happen. It was really sad. He was the star of our team, plain and simple. He shined, and everybody knew he was the man, and everybody knew he was going to be the man. And he went on to be the man.
O'Malley found his way to the MMA lab in Phoenix, where he linked up with his current coach and Great Falls native, Tim Welch. But he also met Joe Riggs, a UFC veteran who also currently resides in Great Falls. O'Malley even lived with Riggs as he began to ramp up the training in MMA.
He was very good with my kids. which is huge to me. He was very, very respectful of my wife, which was huge to me. I remember when I first met him, he came down, he had I think it was a Nissan Altima, I think he still has it. And he had $5,000, that's it. And he wasn't planning on getting a job or anything because he still was an amateur at this time. And then he said that this money will last him a year. I'm like, what? But he is frugal, man. When he was living with me, he didn't have to pay for anything, but because that's just paying it forward, just helping people make it, And then he probably did make that stretch a year. He really did. And yeah, it's unbelievable.
The growing pains were there, but O'Malley never quit.
He went to Phoenix. He was going to be there for 2 weeks. He called me a week into it crying. He's like, Dad, these guys are tougher than I thought. I don't know if I'm cut out for this, man. I'm got concussions and I'm getting beat up. They're true fighters down there at the lab in Phoenix. I said, come home, Sean. You just went out and tried it. Who cares? You gave it a try. And he's like, no, I'm going to stick it out.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
I see him as a role model every day in my gym. Everybody talking, hey, I want to be like Sean. I want to be like Sean O'Malley. I want to be that champion in Montana. And we're starting to see some champions. We got a BKFC champion out of Great Falls. It's phenomenal to see that people are putting in that kind of work. And it starts with Sean O'Malley because everybody wants to be a Sean O'Malley.
I told him when he was 16 years old, I said, mark my word, and you're hearing it here first, you will be a household name. Sean O'Malley will be a household name. And he said, you really think so, Coach? And I said, I do. And he spoke it out. He said, I will be the best in the world at 135. I'll be the world champion at 135. Look at him today.
Reporting in Helena, Kyle Hansen, MTN Sports.